took that decision just after COVID. It was March 2020. It was a risk. It was quite expensive land, and we bought the first 10 acres, and today now it's over 40 acres. What gives me joy is how the land eventually became unique. I remember Dr. Cosmos saying, "Who's your seer?"
I have said to him privately, the few conversations I have had with you, the things I've seen you done, who show you? How did you see?
As we name a street in his name on that estate, and he was just really curious the strategicness of the land, the strategicness of the location, and was super excited. I mean, everybody who sees it is like, no, this is a right investment. We're excited. Those who bought phase 1 are so fortunate. Some of them bought it when it was 6.5. Some bought it when it was, 12, 10. Today phase 1 is sold out, but the last time we sold phase 1 was 50 million per plot. Yeah. So you can imagine somebody who put in 6 million in 2020, 5 years later, selling for 50 million. And that's the kind of returns you get when you do land banking with the right partners, with integrity as well. I'm super excited to announce officially the phase 2. You have an opportunity to key in today. I can assure you 5 years from today, people with 250 million will struggle to get a plot in this same estate. That I'm giving you my word on. So we're doing a huge discount now if you're keen into phase 2. Unfortunately, we're only selling 30 plots in phase 2 for now. We just don't want to sell too much. It's moving fast. I encourage you to rush. You want to take advantage of this. This is a good investment. Call the office. And again, I'm not into day-to-day running of GTEX anymore, but I am aware I have a brand, I have a name, and I founded this company. So as much as I'm no longer into day-to-day, I don't think it's wrong to use my influence to still promote the business, because I know we have good people running it. Take advantage of this. This is one deal you don't want to miss. I'll leave the rest for you to watch the video, the event where we name a street after Dr. Cosmos. Also handed over some units in the phase 1 for housing units, right? Remember, 30 units left. Make a call today, secure it, and see you at the top. 5 years later, maybe you're the one thanking me, just like those who bought phase 1. Love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
The model homes have been built, and you've seen it, and you've seen that this is really something. A woman today has taken a delivery of her own piece of property and other constructions that are going on. So I would tell those who want to live in a smart home to make investment here before it got sold out.
I started small with them and spread the investment over the years, and now, like you can see, today is a reality. It's an organization to trust. Please feel free. Be confident that when you invest with them, you can go to sleep and be sure that your investment is protected.
Hey guys, this video is strictly for our investors. And I want to say good news. I haven't done 10 years as a real estate development company, GTEX Homes and GTEX Land. We finally have expanded into 10 new companies. The estate you bought Jasper or Sapphire, what has happened in the last few years is that we have now had multiple burials, multiple Sapphire, multiple Jasper. And it made it difficult for the company and the management to be in touch with each customer. So we needed to then divide into 10 new companies that can now be in touch. And the good news is that we're now holding webinars for every single estate. So if you invest in any of these estates, you will be contacted by the team. I will be in that meeting with the leadership and the management of that estate. You get to know them, get to answer all your questions, but strictly for customers. If you're not a customer, you can't be part of it. If you're a customer and they've not contacted you, that's also why I'm making this video public. Call the number attached to this video. I said I bought this estate. I want to be in the meeting sharing the good news. We're also going to be inaugurating the investment board. We realize that we set up management when people run as CEOs or managers of companies under GTEx, but the people who put their money in that business are not always represented, except for me, who is the biggest investor. So now we are putting 10 people per estate. You invested in the estate, you will now join a board. You will be able to every month meet with those who run the estates, ask them questions. Why have we not gotten this? Why has this not been done? So you can hold the management accountable. So I'm super excited. So please, as you are contacted about this webinar, show up, don't miss it. Please be there in person. And I look forward to sharing with you all the good news and good news and good news. For us, 10 years, we're ready to fly. 2026, you will be shocked what we are going to be doing. I promise you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Just like yesterday when we launched this estate, right? Never knew that the coastal road will eventually be in front of us. We just had the Ibejuleki Express Road that's linking to La Campagne. Gradually, we didn't even know that the Dangote jetty will also be adjacent where we are. But we took that decision just after COVID. It was March 2020. It was a risk. It was quite expensive land. And we bought the first 10 acres. And today now it's over 40 acres. What gives me joy is how the land eventually became unique. I remember Dr. Cosmos saying, "Who's your seer?"
I have said to him privately, the few conversations I have with you, the things I've seen you done, who show you? How did you see?
As we name a street in his name on that estate, and he was just really curious the strategicness of the land, the strategicness of the location, and we're super excited. I mean, everybody who sees it is like, no, this is a right investment. We're excited. Those who bought phase one are so fortunate. Some of them bought it when it was 6.5. Some bought it when it was, 12, 10. Today phase one is sold out, but the last time we sold phase one was 50 million per plot. Yeah. So you can imagine somebody who put in 6 million in 2020, 5 years later, selling for 50 million. And that's the kind of returns you get when you do land banking with the right partners, with integrity as well. I'm super excited to announce officially the phase two. You have an opportunity to key in today. I can assure you 5 years from today, people with 250 million will struggle to get a plot in this same estate. That I'm giving you my word on. So we're doing a huge discount now if you're keen into phase two. Unfortunately, we're only selling 30 plots in phase two. For now, we just don't want to sell too much. It's moving fast. I encourage you to rush. You want to take advantage of this. This is a good investment. Call the office. And again, I'm not into day-to-day running of GTEx anymore, but I am aware I have a brand, I have a name, and I founded this company. So as much as I'm no longer into day-to-day, I don't think it's wrong to use my influence to still promote the business, because I know we have good people running it. Take advantage of this. This is one deal you don't want to miss. I'll leave the rest for you to watch the video, the event where we name a street after Dr. Cosmos. Also handed over some units in the phase one for housing units, right? Remember, 30 units left. Make a call today, secure it, and see you at the top. 5 years later, maybe you're the one thanking me, just like those who bought phase one. Love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
The model homes have been built, and you've seen it, and you've seen that this is really something. A woman today has taken a delivery of her own piece of property and other constructions that are going on. So I would tell those who want to live in a smart home to make investment here before it got sold out.
I started small with them and spread the investment over the years, and now, like you can see, today is a reality. It's an organization to trust. Please feel free be confident that when you invest with them, you can go to sleep and be sure that your investment is protected.
City, Isheri, for our land allocation and inspection. And one of the amazing things that is happening here today is we are allocating lands to the early investors that have keyed into this opportunity that we have here at Jasper Smart City, Isheri. And one of our investors is actually here with us. And I would just like to just ask him some brief questions just to show you what we have here and what you are doing here. And I remember that this is not your first time of coming to this estate. Actually, some time ago we came together, and when we came here, you realize that work was ongoing. But between then and now, what do you see to have been the difference so far?
There's so much difference from the last time I came here. Then we don't have a fence, there's no drainage, and it's just more like a forest. But this time around, a lot of changes there. There's a lovely gate and fence has been erected, drainage work going on, and the atmosphere is quite different from what it was before. And I hope that it will improve from what I've seen so far.
Yes, sir. Definitely, like you said, it will definitely improve. Work is ongoing, and GTEX land is not slowing down. We are not resting. And today that you have been allocated, sir, how do you feel about this? You know, many people say real estate is calm, but looking at what we have here, you experiencing it yourself and having your allocation letter, what can you say about that, sir?
From your advert, you said this is a savings for the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when we buy this land, the value is 50 million, and we bought it for 50 million per plot. So we key in into this promo, yeah, because we've saved 35 million naira on each plot.
Yes, sir.
So we bought an acre. So that is I'll be making like 300 million in a few years, hopefully.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've heard from one of our clients here, Mr. Akim, and it's an amazing offer that we have here. We still have our discount ongoing. Thank you. We're signing out from Jasper Smart City, Isheri.
Hello, everyone. Good day. Good to have you here. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please, if you can hear me well, everyone who is joined virtually, I would like you to just drop a comment in the chat box. Please do well to drop a comment. Let me see the emoji. Let me see the excitement. And let me know that you can hear very, very clearly. Please do well to drop a comment in the chat box. I want to be sure everyone can hear very clearly before we comment fully. You're all welcome. So, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can see the comments rolling in already. Yes, so you're welcome once again to the testimony session and 2026 investment outlook for Jasper Estate Group. I'm really excited to welcome everybody today. Please, for all our virtual attendees and those who are also joining from our different platforms, I'm well aware that a lot of clients are joining from different parts of the world. Those joining from the US, from Dubai, from the UK, and other locations as well. Please do well to drop your name, where you're joining us from, and your name in the chat box. I would like to welcome you officially. I can see a lot of persons in the room already. Yes, keep rolling in. You're welcome, welcome. Please do well to drop your name and where you're joining us from as well. So it's really going to be an amazing and insightful session today, and we have a lot, that is packed in on board for the session today. So good day, distinguished clients, esteemed investors. strategic partners and members of Jasper Estate Group. I'm fully aware we have a lot of clients that are joining, who have subscribed to our different projects, both in Nigeria and abroad. So on behalf of the board of GTEX as a whole, on behalf of the management and the entire Jasper Group ecosystem, I would like to warmly welcome you to this special gathering. And I want to assure you that this is not just a meeting, it's a celebration of trust, vision, and shared success. So I'm waiting. I want to see comments in the chat box so I can be sure we are all following. This will be an engaging session. Yeah, so first and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest appreciation to every investor right here, and this is because you did not merely buy into our projects, you did not merely subscribe into our projects, you bought into a vision, you partnered with leadership and also entrusted us with your capital and confidence. So it's because of your belief that we are here. We are building wealth, we are building security, we are building a legacy. So on behalf of the entire company, we would like to say thank you for standing with us. So I also have on board today the Assistant Head of Jasper Group. IT, please, if you can spotlight her, it will be fantastic. And as well, the Head of Jasper Group, also, that's in person of Madam Bukola Lukon, who is the Head of Jasper Group, and also the Assistant Head, who is my colleague as well, in person of Olab Milesi Animashan. So these are leaders, that are deeply committed to excellence, accountability, and investor satisfaction. So once again, I'm really excited to let you know we have them on board in our meeting this morning. IT, if you can spotlight them, it would be great. So we would like to unveil, a couple of things in the meeting today, and a couple of strategic, moves and adjustments that the company is making. And one of them, is the creation of 10 new estate groups. Like, GTEX as a whole, we are big on innovation. And this is one of the things that we have implemented again. Now we have created 10 new estate groups. And the reason why we are creating this within the GTEX ecosystem as a whole, this structure is to help us, to foster accountability. We know we have a lot of clients across the globe, as far as Australia, as far as the United States of America, as far as the UK, Dubai and other countries as well. So because of this, we want to see how we can close the gap, and provide more substantial and collaborative leadership. And that is one of the reasons, why we are coming up with this new move. Recently, we sent out, emails, we sent out text messages, and we sent out, we also reached out via calls to all our clients, of Jasper, to let them know about this new development. And I'm sure a number of you, I can see a good number of you already here with us, and you'll be pondering that why this new move. I can assure you that is one of the best moves that has ever been made in the history of this company. Now, imagine you are in any part of the world and you can reach out at any time, any day, and you get immediate response. this is one of the things that this new structure will facilitate. You know, it will facilitate effective communication between clients and management. Please, if you can see my screen, if you can see me, I want to be sure. Please just comment in the chat box. I want to be sure everybody can see my screen. IT, please confirm that as well. So effective communication between all Jasper clients, you know, and the management. And one thing we also want to ensure is the place of accountability, you know, where we can ensure that everyone, you know, is well accountable, you know. Okay, I can see some comments. IT, please take care of this. I can see comments that some persons cannot see my screen yet. Do you want to fix that very, very quickly, please? So please, I will like to encourage everyone, if you have any questions as we proceed, or any contribution, any comments, just do well to drop in the chat box. Please do well to drop in the chat box so that we can be sure that everyone is following, and we can also attend to you. All right, IT, I'm still waiting for the spotlight. I want to be sure everyone is carried along as we proceed. Yes, so please, once you can confirm you can see my screen, just drop a comment in the chat box. Just drop a comment because I'm following through. Oh, thank you, beautiful. All right, so you can all see my screen now. Fantastic. Yes, so as I was saying, we also want to ensure what we call operational excellence. Operational excellence, you know, and most importantly, while we are doing this, we also want to make sure that we focus more on building the right systems and structure and putting them in place to help all our clients, you know, to build their transgenerational wealth and also a sustainable legacy as well. And by the way, if you're excited to hear this, please just drop a comment in the chat box. I would like to let you know that this company is a company that will stand decades, you know, it has already stood the test of time, and we will be in business even in the next 100 years, the next 200, 300 years. So we are not just building a company for this generation, we are building a company for generations, you know, to come. And that is one of the reasons why these new structures, these new systems will be put in place. So you might not be seeing the face of the founder, you know, as frequent as you always used to see. That's Dr. Stephen Akintayo, because leaders, more leaders, you know, have been assigned in key positions to attend to you better. So we'll also be looking at 2026 investment outlook, some of the things we want to do in 2026. And we will also love to invite everyone on this call to an upcoming event called the Red Fest, which is our end of the year party. So by the way, if you are happy to hear that, let me see your comments in the chat box. Christmas is just by the corner, New Year is by the corner. So if you're excited about the Red Fest, is our end of the year party, and we will be sending out invitation to all our clients. Please just drop a comment. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can see comments rolling in already. So it will be a day of, you know, massive celebration, connection, and even appreciation of all our clients and investors. And we look forward to hosting you in grand style. So thank you so much, everyone who has joined so far. Right about now, we'll be going into our first session for today, the first speaker session for today. IT, please, you can pull up the slide. Let me see if I can share my screen from here. Just a minute. Please, if you can see my screen, just drop a comment in the chat box. Just drop a comment, yes, in the chat box if you can see my screen. I would like to know. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so very briefly, before we'll call up, other speakers and our esteemed chairman, I would like to quickly run us through a few things which include investment benefits, opportunities, development strategies, and a couple of other things, for the Jasper Estate Group. All right, so the power of vision. The power of vision. Please do well if you have a notepad, or something you can just use to take some notes, because this will be very helpful, not just for you, but for even your friends and family who might be looking forward to real estate investments. You can share certain key things with them that will help them to have a better perspective of what real estate investment is all about. A lot of persons, just think real estate investment is all about buying land, all about buying a property. No, it goes way beyond that. It goes way, way beyond that. It's about building a legacy. It's about building what? A legacy, and also building what we call transgenerational wealth. So before you even decide to be a real estate investor, you must ask yourself, what do I have in mind, to establish? What do I have in mind to establish? Knowing fully well that this is not just for you, it is even for the generations, to come. So, vision is the ability to see opportunities before they become obvious. I repeat again, vision is what? Is the ability to see opportunities before they become obvious. And this, I will run you through a couple of statistics, trends, figures as we proceed in this session. And you will see how the power of vision has helped us in the last close to 2 decades, to position in the global market and to help a lot of persons, to also harness the amazing opportunities that are in the real estate space. Now, one of the things we have mastered, by the special grace of God, is what we call the power of vision and forecast as well, because we work a lot with data. Before we acquire any land, before we acquire any property, we do a lot of research, and those are the things that propel every move that we make. So every project that Jasper Estates has, Jasper Group has at the moment, are rightly positioned, even to help you to build wealth. So global urbanization surge, the world population is projected to hit 8.5 billion by the year 2030. And this is creating massive demand for urban housing globally. The world population is projected to hit 8.5 billion. Now, let's bring this down to Africa. Africa is set to be the world's fastest urbanizing continent, driving unprecedented demand for infrastructure and housing. And also, Nigeria's population is expected to reach 200 and 30 million by the year 2030, adding over 28 million new urban residents who will need homes. So you see that you being an investor, you being a client, is not just about buying houses or properties. It's about you meeting a global need, a global demand, for what is needed in the industry worldwide. So real estate remains the #1 asset class for protecting and growing wealth in inflationary economies. So why vision matters to astute investors? Now, 70% of African millionaires strategically hold real estate as a core part of their investment portfolios, recognizing its stability and growth potential. Also, in Lagos, property values have appreciated over 400%. This is the list. This is the list, in the last decade. I can assure you, as we proceed, you will see how some properties have even appreciated as much as 1,200% in the last decade in Lagos, just in Lagos alone. Now, this demonstrates the market's robust upward trajectory and investor returns as well. Now, how about housing deficits? Nigeria alone faces a housing deficit of 28 million homes. Now, this requires an estimated 21 to 25 trillion investment, signaling immense opportunity for developers and investors. So if you are here, you are already an investor, you own a couple or a number of properties in your portfolio, and you think you have done enough, I can assure you that you have just started. In fact, you have not even started, because the housing deficit alone in Nigeria is about 28 million. And you can imagine this requires about 21 to 25 trillion investment. So if you are part of this, then you are answering not just a community cry, a national cry. You are providing a national answer, to what is needed. So savvy investors positioning early in developing corridors have historically enjoyed 10 times returns within 8 to 10 years. Now, let's look at a couple of our projects, because like I said earlier, now we have grouped every single estate, that used to be under GTEx lands or under GTEx homes. Now we have grouped them into 10 different estate groups. So you would hear Jasper, you would hear Beryl, you would hear Sapphire, you would hear Chalcedony, but for the sake of this presentation, we are looking at Jasper project overview, and we'll run through our projects very quickly. Jasper Ibejuleki, Lagos. IT, please, as we proceed, I would love us to play videos as well. So please do well to bring up one of those videos. If you can bring up the one of Dr. Cosmos, that would be great. Or even testimonials of our existing clients. You can bring that up as well. You will play it right after this slide. So positioning in West Africa's fastest growing corridor. You will see shortly how the worth of, billions in dollars that has been invested into this corridor alone, called Ibejuleki. And if you peradventure you have owned something, you've secured something in Abuja, you've secured something in Isheri, you have not secured something in Ibeju, you are missing a lot. You are missing a whole lot. You will see, a couple of things as we proceed. Now, Jasper Isheri, that is one of our projects as well, a prime urban expansion zone, witnessing significant residential and commercial growth, strategically located for future development. This is one of the best locations you can also consider, for investment. It is close to a place called Magodo, Magodo, also close to Ikeja, not far from Ikeja, not far from Omole. And as we speak, properties in those places, lands in those places, for example, are selling, even some are selling as high as 200 million as we speak. So a lot of persons that cannot afford a land in Ikeja or in Magodo or in Omoli, they will prefer what's the next neighboring community, and that is Isheri. So many people are trooping into that axis and are securing properties real time as we speak. So if you own something there, you have made the right move. Now, Jasper Lugbe in Abuja as well is one of Abuja's most sought after suburbs. It's just 5 minutes from Airport Road and is experiencing rapidly rising demand and value appreciation. Now, let's look at a couple of developments in Jasper, Ibejuleki. One of the things we are discussing on this session is the development of the neighborhood, of these projects, each of these projects, and you can see the trajectory of how properties have appreciated in value over the years. Because one of the things, the best things you can do is to work with data as an investor. One of the smartest things you can do is to work with data. So you want to subscribe into any particular investment, you can predict the future. Okay, where was this, what was this corridor saying maybe 10 years ago? What was this saying now? In the next 10 years, what will be the projections? So in Ibejuleki alone, it's a multi-trillion naira corridor of opportunity. The Dangote refinery alone, is worth $19 billion. And as we speak, is fully operational, driving massive industrial growth. So imagine you own a property. For those of you who already own properties in Ibejuleki, congratulations. In fact, I cannot overemphasize that you are already building wealth for yourself, transgenerational wealth. If you own just a plot, you should be looking at how you can own 12 plots. If you own just 1 or 2 housing units, you should be looking at how you can own 5. As we speak now, one of the the units, the worth in terms of rental income, because of the location, is worth about 10 million, to 12 million annually in Ibejuleki. And this is even way higher than other properties that are in Aja, in Songotedo, in, even some parts of Lekki Phase 2, Lekki Phase 1. Why? Because scarcity drives demand. I repeat again, scarcity does what? Drives demand. And infrastructural projects also drive demand. So the Lekki Deep Sea Port alone is worth $1.5 billion, and the Lekki International Airport as well, already been approved, is also within this corridor. The new Lagos Smart City project, so the total worth of infrastructure around the Lekki, Ibejuleki axis alone is about $35 billion. So imagine you own properties within this axis. Now, let me give a good example. One of our properties in Ibejuleki, called Jasper Smart City, when we launched that project, it was around March, year 2020. It was going for 6.5 million per plot. Now, as we speak, the same property, is now about 50 million. In fact, the phase 1 is completely sold out. What we have now is the phase 2. So that alone is over about 670% increase in profit, in growth within just 5 years. In just 5 years. And in the next, 5 years again, it will amaze you, it will shock you when you see the worth of properties again. Now, before I go to the next one, IT, please, can you put up any of the testimonial videos that we have for Jasper Gardenia? Please, if you can put that up, it would be great. Any of the testimonial videos we have for Gardenia, because I would like you to also hear, from clients what they have to say about this project. This is one of our beautiful clients.
And see what you have. So can you just introduce yourself, please?
Hello, my name is Mrs. Sylvia Lawal, as Alaja Sekilot Lawal. So I'm one of GT's clients. I came to view one of their Jasper Garden, very nice apartment with 4 bedrooms and everything really furnished, very lovely for the family. I can just buy it, as an investment, which is very good.
People have a lot of positive things to say about this, but this just shows us that we tend to tell people what their experience is here at Jasper Gardenia. And this is a place where you can invest. You can live in, you can use it as a vacation home, and the most important thing for rental income. Rental in Gardenia is crazy. You can get as high as 8, 10, 6%, depending on the units that you buy from. So what are you doing today? Take advantage of our 36 months payment plan and key into Jasper Gardenia today.
All right, so you can see this is one of our amazing clients that subscribe into the Jasper project. Let's see one more.
Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Something brought me here, and it's good news. For the next 24 hours, you stand the chance of getting a 10 million naira discount at Jasper Gardenia. Ha! Only 2 units are available. Put a down payment of 20 million naira now and enjoy those discounts in 24 hours. And that's not all. There are also opportunities abroad for those of you who are skeptical about investing in Nigeria. Why don't you give GTEX homes a try and get a beautiful home in the US? Or maybe try the investment plan and see if you can get returns in US dollars. After all said and done, are you just going to sit down and look? There's a number there. Can you see the number? Oh, you can't see it. Enlarge it. Get glasses. Get magnifying glass. Call that number now.
All right. Yeah, so these are a couple of videos live from our Jasper project in Gardenia. And by the way, as well, one of the good news is the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. This particular estate is just standing off the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. And as we speak, I was watching the news yesterday night on TVC, and section 1 of this particular project has been opened. So imagine you own a land, a property on this 8-lane Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. It is a prime investment that you cannot afford to miss. When these projects, were opened, years ago, then because our chairman happens to, be a very, very visionary person, you know, so he has seen into the future. And these are one of the things, you know, that brought about the move of acquiring properties in this strategic location. And the benefit comes to you as the investors. So for everyone who already owns a property in Ibejuleki, congratulations. However, I would like to encourage you that with the speed at which things are developing, projects are emerging, you know, right now as we speak, the Dangote refinery is up and running. You cannot afford not to own more properties in this axis. So very quickly, let's look at one of our projects in Jasper. That's Jasper Isheri. This is located very close to the Channels TV, the Lagos Ogun Mega Expressway. You know, also is a place that has commercial inflow and population growth as well. Significant commercial migration from Lagos. Please, if you can see my screen, kindly comment in the chat box. Yes, I want to be sure we can all see my screen. Please just drop a comment in the chat box. If you can see my screen, I'm trying to reshare from my end. All right. Though I can't see it from my end, just a minute. All right, IP, please, can you reshare? Please just reshare from your end. I think it's from my end. So reshare the screen and take us to Jasper Isheri. So Jasper Isheri, you know, happens to be one of the best locations that you cannot afford to miss. IT, I'm waiting for you because I want all our clients and investors to follow through as we proceed. So it's one of the locations you cannot afford to miss. Like I said earlier, is fast appreciating. And there is, you know, a lot of data even to back this up as well. Just a minute. I want to open my slide here. So IT, please, I'm on standby. You can pull up the slide again from your end because I can't see it from my own end here. Yes, so what is the land value in terms of projection, in terms of growth? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can see it now. So go to, yes, good. So the current land value in this region and what it was several years ago. As at 2016, the land value in Isheri was about 3 million naira. Now, in 2024, as at 2024, land value there is between 20 million to 40 million. So that is over 500% appreciation within just 8 years. Over 500% appreciation. Next slide. So, please put up a video for Jasper Isheri for sake of those who are watching from different parts of the world that have not seen this project before. Can you quickly pull up a video for Jasper Isheri? Jasper Isheri. So while we're waiting for you, we would continue with Abuja. Now, Jasper Lugbe in Abuja. This particular estate is in proximity to the airport, just 10 minutes drive. And as we speak, the good news is you can visit any of these estates. Abuja, and also Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos. You can visit them because now we run a 247 on-site system. And what that means is you can come to our physical sites. As we speak now, we have people on this location, both Ibeju-Lekki in Lagos and also Lugbe in Abuja, who are on site 24 hours. So you can visit, and come see these projects. This particular one is 10 minutes, to the airport, also 15 minutes to the central business district. Also, there are a lot of government infrastructural projects, that are around that vicinity as well. So let's look at the appreciation rate annually. What's it like? It's about 15 to 25% annually, depending on proximity to the airport road. IT, I need you to move with me with the speed of light, please. So you can put up the Sherry video if it's up now. Let's put it up, and then we'll bring up a video for Abuja as well. Display on landscape, please. Thank you.
Keyed into this opportunity that we have here at Jasper Smart City Isheri, and one of our investors is actually here with us, and I would just like to just ask him some brief questions just to show you what we have here and what you are doing here. And I remember that this is not your first time of coming to this estate. Actually, some time ago we came together, and when we came here you realized that work was ongoing, but between then and now, what do you see to have been the difference so far?
There's so much difference from the last time I came here. Then we don't have a fence, there's no drainage, and it's just more like a forest. But this time around, a lot of changes there. There's a lovely gate and fence has been erected, drainage work going on, and the atmosphere is quite different from what it was before. And I hope that it will improve from what I've seen so far.
Yes, sir. Definitely, like you said, it will definitely improve. Work is ongoing, and GTEX land is not slowing down. We are not resting. And today that you have been allocated, sir, how do you feel about this? Many people say real estate is calm, but looking at what we have here, you experiencing it yourself and having your allocation letter, what can you say about that, sir?
From your advert, you said this is a savings for the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so when we buy this land, the value is 50 million, and we bought it for 50 million per plot. So we key in into this promo, because we've saved 35 million naira on each plot.
Yes, sir.
So we bought an acre. So that is I'll be making like 300 million in a few years, hopefully.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've heard from one of our clients here, Mr. Akim, and it's an amazing offer that we have here. We still have our discount ongoing. Thank you. We're signing out from Jasper Smart City.
All right, thank you. So please, you can pull up a video for Abuja as well, Jasper Abuja. So I hope you are really seeing the live conversations, the live allocations, the live testimonials from our existing clients who have subscribed into these estates. You can see the joy, behind their investments. And by the way, I want to assure you that you should ensure you stay tuned to the end of this session, because we will be giving out some amazing offers only for those who stay tuned to the end of this session. So, IT, are we good? So, if you're good, let us know. If you want to have some time to do that, then I can continue with my slide while you fix that, and you just let us know when the video is up. So now let's look at why Jasper Gardenia Estates matter to your investment portfolio. Now take a look at this pie chart here. You can see we have real estate, stocks, bonds, and cash. Which quadrant is the largest in this? Is real estate. There is nobody that is called a billionaire, I'm telling you, on the face of the earth today. At least I can tell you categorically that 90%, over 90% of them have a share in real estate investments. Even take a look from when land banking started in the US, the likes of John D. Rockefeller, you know, even to our existing generation, the likes of Bill Gates, the likes of even this Facebook the owner as well. All these people own real estate investments. Mark Zuckerberg, all these persons, they own real estate investments. You cannot build wealth that is transgenerational without owning real estate investments. So real estate remains the best edge against Naira's, inflation, safeguarding and growing your capital. So what are some things you need to take note of? Strategic timing. These are some of the things we can note ahead of the year 2026. Strategic timing. Enter the market before full urbanization unlocks maximum growth potential. Now, inflation-driven appreciation. Your investment benefits directly from inflation-driven property value increases. Wealth protection. Position your wealth securely in inflation-protected tangible assets. IT, please, you can help me check if Engineer Osuki is on board now, because if he will be joining, I would like to bring him up to tell us about the 1,000 housing units shortly after this session. So please check the room and be sure he's allowed into the panelist session. Thank you. So wealth protection. Position your wealth securely in inflated, protected, tangible assets. Passive income stream, and economic migration as well. So let's look at the landscape, of Lagos as a decade of explosive land appreciation. In 2014, average land price of properties were around 700,000 to 1.2 million. In 2018, average land price increased to 5 million to 10 million. In 2022, average land price increased to 12 million to 18 million. In 2024, average land price increased to 35 to 50 million. Now, the list from data, from projection, average land in Ibejuleke in the next 5 to 7 years will be around 500 million. The least that you will see will be 100 million. In fact, that 100 million, I can assure you that it will be so hard for you to get. The average will be around 1 million. The next 10 years will be around 1 billion in Naira. Will be around 1 billion. Now, this is one of the things that strategic investors look out for. Years ago, Lekki Phase 1, Ikoyi, all those axes were thick forest. Now, those places have gotten to a stage that we call highest and best use, where they have appreciated so much in value that there's a limit, there's a cap For those of us who are, who are on this session, who are economics students, there's a point, that is called the point of yielding returns. There is what we call elastic limits. Those locations have gotten close to that point of elastic limit where if you are not careful, you can even secure some properties there and get on the decline. But locations like Ibejuleki, are at the young phase of development. And this is the best time, where in 2026, you can acquire a lot of properties in your name. And you position yourself to enjoy the highest returns on these investments, even over the next 5 years, over the next 10 years. I would like to reemphasize this, that real estate investments are not a quick rich scheme. For those of you, who think you can buy the land now and in the next, 2-3 months, you are looking for how to resell, this is not what real estate is all about. It's a game of vision. It's an industry that has to do with vision. It's an industry that has to do with patience as well. If you can secure land now, you can position yourself even for building wealth in the next decade, wealth that you can pass on to generations. So this is not about a get-rich-quick scheme, So let's look at housing sector very quickly as well. For off-plan units, because we'll be looking at a couple of off-plan projects, even for Jasper as well. Off-plan units usually appreciate as high as 25 to 40% upon completion. Now, when you hear the word off-plan, what does it mean? For those of us who have acquired lands and you don't own a housing project yet, you can take advantage of our off-plan projects also. Why? Because when you secure off-plan properties, you get them at the stage where the project, is at that very early stage of development or is even yet to commence. And what's the benefit? One, you can get a very good payment spread, on such properties. If you go to Ikoyi now, you go to Lekki, most of the properties you will see there will be a one-off payment where you need to pay at once, and you get your property. But here, you can pay on installment. And that is the advantage that a lot of us home subscribers are taking advantage of right now. So you can even do an initial commitment, an initial deposit, and you spread the balance for as much as 12 to 24 months. These are some of the benefits of off-plan. Now, the good part of it is while you are still, paying for your property, it has started to appreciate in value. Yes, it has started to do what? To appreciate in value. So, both land and housing in key Nigerian cities present compelling opportunities for capital growth and steady income. So for our off-plan units, we have them in Lagos, Ibejuleki. We also have them in Abuja. That's at Lugbe, Abuja. So our offices are fully open. IT, please, I will appreciate if you can drop the phone number, Jasper official phone number, Jasper Lagos and Abuja, because these places are open for visit anytime, any day. You can come, you can see the ongoing projects, you can see even the model of what we are trying to put in place as well. So you can see on the right-hand side of the screen as well, rental yields. Lagos and Abuja properties offer 8 to 12% annual rental yields. I gave a good example of one of our clients, you know, and we have a couple of them like that who are already earning rental income as much as 10 million, 8 to 10 million every year, that subscribe to our housing unit in Ibeju-Lekki. So, what are some value boosting initiatives that we'll be putting in place in 2026 across all Jasper Group estates? One is smart infrastructure, robust drainage and paved road networks. So we will also be putting in place green and recreational spaces. Every of our estates is going to be green and smart, but we also understand the place of the ecosystem as well. So we'll be putting in place, you know, an environment that can foster healthy living. Healthy living. So there will be recreational spaces as well to improve the quality of life, you know, even within the estate. We'll be having integrated utilities, reliable power supply, security systems. As we speak now, on our projects in Ibeju-Lekki and Abuja, we run a you know, smart power supply system. We are not connected to the national grid as we speak, and I think that deserves a round of applause. So I want to see the emoji even in the chat box. So we are off the national grid. We are working on solar as we speak. So those are some of the things that we're putting in place to also ensure quality of life, you know, avoidance of hydrocarbon emissions that can affect the health even of residents within these estates. So our projects as well will be putting in and developing the commercial zones as well. And these are mixed use areas, you know, that create vibrant communities even within our estates. So what that means is if you have even subscribed to any of our projects and you are yet to maybe pay up for the development fee, it is in your best interest that you ensure, you know, that you see to how you can pay up your development fee as quick as possible. Because the more the development, the more the infrastructure that is pumped into the estate, you know, the more the returns, the more the value that the more the value appreciates. So I know that a good number of us, everyone would have been contacted, you know, but let's do well to ensure that we do what we pay up even for our fees as well in terms of development. So I would like to bring up our chairman, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. You know, before I bring him up, I want to see the emojis in the chat box. In the chat box, I want to see the emojis in the chat box as we bring up the founder, the chairman, group chairman, GText Holdings. Please, IT, can you spotlight? Please do well to spotlight and bring in Dr. Stephen. All right. Yes, thank you. I can see comments coming in already. I'm interested in the off-plan initiative at Jasper Lugbe. All right, we will attend to all the comments coming in. Please do well to drop your numbers. I can see even as we are live, we are getting, you know, responses across different platforms already, people making inquiries. So please, if you have inquiries, you want to know more about any of these projects, you want to subscribe into them, right now, we have some amazing packages, and you can also position yourself better in the year 2026. So I'm waiting. IT, please pull up Dr. Stephen Akintayo. So IT, I'm waiting for you. Okay, so while the IT is working on that, please let me know immediately it's fixed. So while the IT is working on that, what's the ROI forecast, for the year 2026 on some of these projects? In Ibejuleki, we are looking at 35% to 55% in value appreciation. In Jasper Isheri, we are looking at 20 to 35% between now and the year 2026. In Jasper Lugbe Abuja, we are looking at between 18% to 30%, minimum in terms of value appreciation. Now, in long-term potential, Ibejuleki will be doing between 680% to 1,200%. Isheri will be doing 200% to 420%. Jasper Lugbe Abuja will be doing between 150% to 300%. IT, Onyedika, I believe you are here with us and you can hear me well, you can hear me clearly. Please bring up Dr. Stephen on the call as panelist. Thank you. Yes, so for our off-plan investors, the entry price margin, currently we have an amazing offer we're running, promo offer, which is 5% discount. So which means you can enter at a discounted price margin of 5%. Upon completion of the off-plan units that you subscribe to, you'll be getting between 25 to 40%. Yes, esteemed investors, partners, clients across the globe, I'm really, really excited to let us know that our esteemed chairman, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, is here with us in the room. Please put it up. Let's celebrate him. Let's celebrate him as we welcome him to address all our clients and investors. Thank you so much. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, if you can stop this the screen or something. Thank you everyone. It's good to see you guys today. I hope we enjoyed the presentation. Good job, Mr. Isaac. Well done. We are growing by the day, despite the tough terrain that we're doing, particularly our Nigerian business is tough, right? It's a tough place to do business. However, we are growing, and that's good news for us. And one of the things we noticed that has been happening for a while now is a situation where customers feel that we're too far from them, because we now have over 30 estates, landed estates, and we decided to say it's wisdom to divide them into 10 groups celebrating our 10th year anniversary. So now Jasper is a group of estates on its own, and it has, I think, Jasper Bejuleki, Jasper Sherry, Jasper, which other Jasper do we have?
Abuja,
Jasper Lugbe in Abuja, right, as part of the Jasper brand. And so for us is to be able to be closer to all customers, have better interaction, avoid situation where you hear things, you are not able to know who to reach out to in the company to get verification. In the day of social media, the rumors now thrive every day, right? Every day, people throw out stories and things like that. And if you are an investor, you will panic if you don't have direct access to the management. So the management of Jasper is Bukola Lukon, Isaac, and the other team members are here. So it's now a company on its own, register on its own, and it's closer to you. They will drop the official number of everybody from the estate manager to the assistants. And if Isaac can do that right away, please do. This allows you to be able to get first-hand information yourself, ask questions yourself, interact yourself, and get updates. It's frustrating how we have seen a pattern and a culture where on social media, everybody just play a funny game of, all manner of stories. And so we had a first experience, for example, in April, when I trended for charging $18,000, right? And people were reaching out to customers, don't do business with that guy anymore, don't do this, don't do that. And they were almost peeling that story to the company. So we decided, celebrating 10 years, to say, let's get closer to the customers. Let them be able to interact directly. No company is perfect. There are challenges in business. That's normal. But you being able to hear directly from the company gives you comfort when doing business with the company. 2 years ago, I decided to better structure the organization, pull out from running day-to-day of the company. And looking back, is one of the best decisions we've made, because we need to be able to separate GTEx from the person of Stephen Akintayo. And we realize that people struggle to do that, right? They struggle to be able to separate the company, registered company, from the person who founded it. And I'm not Dangote. Dangote used his own name for his own company name. And if that were the case, we can say, okay, people couldn't differentiate. GTEx is no way in any ways sounding similar to Stephen Akitayo. But we're excited about the growth and the expansion. For example, in Jasper, for those of you, how many of you here bought Jasper Ibejuleki? Can I see your hands up if you bought Jasper Ibejuleki? Just raise your hand. Phase one, I mean. We have sold out phase one. So phase one was launched 2020, 6.5 million. We sold out at I think about 50 million per plot when we're done selling out. Is there anybody here who invested in Jasper Ibejuleki? Okay, can you comment the Jasper you invested in, please? I'd like everybody to comment. I want to be sure we even have customers here. Because again, this presentation is useless if you, the customer who believe in us, who decide to invest with us, you are not here. The conversation is for the customers, is to, first of all, thank you for doing business with us, is to be accountable to you as to what we've done, where we are, and what is going on. Beautiful. Teddy. Okay, good news. Who else? Just tell us which of the Jasper you invested in, whether it was Lugbe, whether it was Ibejuleki, whichever one would like to know. Okay, I can see now different people. So Jasper Ibejuleki phase one sold out at 50 million, even though it started at 6.5. And phase two now is selling at 40 million or 45 million per plot for the phase two. You'll be glad to know that we are launching 1,000 apartments, groundbreaking event for 1,000 apartments in Jasper in January on my 40th birthday annual lecture. It's going to be a fantastic event. Who is coming. It's a major event we've put together. That would be really, really massive. And so we're using that event to then launch. So if you bought Jasper, in fact, our lawyers will be reaching out to you. You need to start building your house, else we have to allocate that land to somebody else because the place is developed. The coastal road that we didn't even think was going to pass close to us is not facing the Jasper Road from the other end. So on this side, we are facing the free trade zone road. At the back, we're facing the coastal road. So prime property. And the place is developing so fast. In fact, high-tech office is also being built beside us there. So congratulations to those of you who invest. This is also a meeting to tell you, come and start building your house. We don't want, oh, I bought the land, build your house, else we have to allocate to somebody else because we can't just leave the land hanging. It's developed now. You may have started as land banking, but the place is now very developed. By the way, I don't know why somebody is dropping a Gmail. Right, all estates are supposed to have official email. So I don't know what this Gmail is all about. Please, official email, official phone number of each and every leadership, the head and the two assistants. Also Jasper Sherry, I think we started selling that one for, is it 10 million or something? I can't recall now. And currently that one is selling for 30 million per plot. We're launching phase 2 very soon as well. And so if you want to buy more, you can buy into the phase 2. Jasper Lube started, you won't believe it, at 4 million naira per plot. And we sold, that one is sold out. We're only working on building houses. And that also, we need you to come and start building your house in Jasper Lube. We sold out Jasper Lube at 30 million per plot. In fact, recently somebody was offering to buy at 20 million. So we reached out to one of the clients who said he wanted to sell. He refused to sell. And people are really excited to buy. Jasper Lube, there are many people around that neighborhood who are willing to buy from those who bought before. Of course, it's between you and them. We are not in that business. But yeah, so the value is gone up for Jasper Lube as well. So all these estates are rising faster, they are appreciating faster. What we're trying to do is to communicate better, let them be able to show you videos of what these things look like, what it looked like when we started, what it looked like now, where we are, what we are working on, the visions, and that's very, very important so that you can key in. So you'll be glad to also know that we are now creating what we call the investors board. And what we're doing with the investors board is to pick 10 of you who are investors to come and head, right, the board. And what this will do, and we felt there's something called operational transparency. We felt that if there are 10 of you who are in myself, because it currently looks as if I'm the main person who is an investor who is part of the team. So if you join as an investor yourself, and we have at least 10 of you to represent the rest of you, and every year we change, right? So new people can be appointed. It helps you every month to get feedback from Bukola, from Isaac, and whoever, because sometimes we also rotate that, this person may be in charge of this estate, we can move them to another department. But whoever is there part-time, you're able to ask them questions, you're able to know what's going on. You're also sometimes able to reach out to even other aggrieved investors to say, look, we are also investors and we're also aware of what's going on day to day. Because the world of social media, I tell people that if war will break out in Nigeria, what will lead to it will be disinformation, will be that somebody just cook up something, lied about something, and it went viral. And literally, right, we went to war. Okay, so because disinformation, misinformation, and all manner of nonsense is growing by the day, and you can't always attack everything. Sometimes I just learn to just be quiet. Sometimes people send me something, I'll be like, look, these people are just marketing us. What's important is you are in touch with your customer. Your customer understand what's going on. They know where we are. They know what we need. They know where we are going. So if you are interested in joining the investors board, please kindly drop your full name and your phone number. We'll later reach out to you to get your profile, because we want to check your profile. You'll be glad to know that there are some incentives for board members. For example, board member discount when we launch estates, all expense paid trip to attend board meetings, sitting allowance. So there are a few benefits for you being a member of the board. And every year there will be an audit to see how effective you were in the board. And you'll also be getting a certificate to that effect. We'll get an auditor will come and say, were you really active? What was your contribution? Right? So that it's not just you carry title, I'm a board member, and you didn't really contribute to the growth of the business. How many of you think this is a good idea? Please, can you comment in the chat box if you think this is a good idea to bring some of you investors in to work with the management? Because again, people don't know that there's a difference between investor and management, right? So as a founder of GTEX, I'm an investor. I'm the first investor. I'm the one that put my money into the land, believing it's a good land before the rest of you started putting your money. Then, as an investor, I was able to employ people to run the day-to-day of the business because I can't run it alone. I'm going to die. We have GTEX in the US, GTEX in the UK, GTEX in Dubai, GTEX in Nigeria. And even now, I'm pulling out to focus more on SASI holdings. So I can't run it alone. So we rely on what we call the management team. The management team are the people who run day-to-day of the business, right? So what we are trying to do is to bring together management and the investors. Okay, that way it's easy for all of us to work together to the growth of this organization. You've put your money into this estate, for example. You don't want to watch it die. You've put your money into this brand. You don't want somebody to pull down the brand and kill the brand, right? So you want to also speak up for the organization, speak up for the business. And we hope that being a board member affords you that opportunity to do that. So please, again, I want to be sure you guys can hear me. If you're an investor and you would like to join the board, kindly drop your name and your phone number, and the team will reach out to you quickly. Please, you can do that right away because this is part of the reasons why we call for this Zoom meeting. Now, there will be regular other meetings that will be going on, at least once in 3 months, if not even monthly, with you, the investors. We employ that you show up for these meetings. Like today now, I'm sure Jasper across all the businesses has over 100 customers, but we barely have 10 of you, less than 20 of you who are here. Okay, the rest I think are staff of Jasper subsidiary. We need you to show up. You can't invest in something and then go and sleep. Okay, you need to show up. You need to know what's going on. You can't allow yourself to just leave things to chance. We want your involvement. We want you to be part of this vision. We want you to pull your weight till this vision come to pass. We are building wealth for you guys, right? And sometimes I also feel that when we have a good synergy, the staff can also be appreciated. You'll be glad to know that Mr. Isaac who just presented to you is presenting from Jasper Ibejuleki. Okay, from Ibejuleki, literally is there. This Saturday is there on Sunday. There are a lot of people who work hard for this organization. And I always say this, you may not like my face, you may not like Dr. Steven, but look at the people who work in the company. And it's difficult for people to just get the concept. I don't run GTEX, right? I don't run it. We have amazing people who run it. What I do is mentorship. I coach them, I encourage them, I give them ideas, I give them insight. This is what I think you need to do. This is how you need to, do things. So, but to run day to day, I don't. Okay. And so I have other things I do. I'm a public speaker. People pay me to speak. I run conferences. I mentor people. I went viral for charging $18,000, which is actually $20,000. Now that has increased to $25,000. I intend to even increase even more to coach small businesses. So I make money from other sources. And that has been able to afford me the best lifestyle I want. You'll be glad to know that GTEx is owing me over 4 billion naira that hasn't been paid. Okay. I haven't pulled out a dime in profit in 17 years from GTEx. One kobo I've not pulled out. One kobo. And that's why I had to, early enough, I learned how to have other sources of income. Write books. I have over 50 books. I make money. I speak. I make money. If I went to speak for a particular organization in Oklahoma, they gave me $12,000, right? Typically, I charge as high as 20,000, but it's negotiable. So we must begin to separate the difference between the management and the founder, the management and the person who started the organization. This is very, very important. Else, we will kill businesses. And when businesses die, guess who suffer? The investors. Okay? The investors suffer. I always joke humorously to GTEx staff. I say, if this company closed down today, it will not change my lifestyle. After all, in 17 years, you guys have not given me a dime. Okay, as returns on starting the returns, annual returns or profits sharing as a founder of the business. So it's you that will lose, because I've been able to create a way to take care of my lifestyle, GTEx or no GTEx. So these are the things we wanted to communicate to you. One, introduce the leadership, and I hope Bukola is here now. Is Bukola here? So that she can also say a few words. She had internet issues, earlier. But if Olamilesi also and Co can introduce themselves, so people kind of put face to those they are going to be dealing with going forward. So once again, thank you for believing in this vision. Thank you for investing. I hope the team is able to record this and send to other clients who couldn't come physically. We look forward to better relationship in 2026. There's massive expansion going on across all the various businesses in 2026, and it doesn't even require me being there. And you'll be seeing a lot going on, and it won't have to do with me. I always try to use my fame to market GTEx because I happen to be known, and fame is double-edged sword, right? So fame can help you market, help you grow the brand, but fame can also be a weakness because people can then exploit the fame. Because if I come out today now and I say a famous person is a thief, nobody's going to ask for evidence, right? And even if the evidence are fabricated, nobody's going to confirm the authenticity of it. Everybody just say, well, we've had our reservations, blah, blah, blah. So, and that's for me what I've had to do over the years, but I'm gradually taking a back seat. Even in terms of promotion, I'm gradually going to begin to take a back seat. I'll probably do a few things in the next few months because of the birthday and the 1,000 housing we're trying to push, but I'm gradually going to be taking a back seat. But I promise you, massive growth, massive expansion, amazing system being put in place, and it keeps growing. Even next week now, we're going for retreats with all the leaders, to further plan the budget, plan the strategy for next year. And I've constantly keep doing that, mentoring our leaders, inspiring them, encouraging them to keep doing their job, to provide value for investors. One of the things I've said over time, by the way, thank you, Mr. Adamu Mohammed. Thank you, Ohen Zoe. Thank you, Mr. Toby Teddy, for choosing to be part of the investors board. We appreciate you. So once again, thank you all of you for being investors with the vision and sticking to the vision and sharing about this. We look forward to you doing more business with us. Let me also add that this development levy thing is really needed because we need to develop these estates. We need to, and we need to do it early because cost of infrastructure, materials keeps going up every day. The Nigerian economy has been going through a lot. Everybody in the business world has been complaining, whether those in real estate or oil and gas or any other sector. That's why you always see every time there's always one story or the other going out there about different real estate companies. It's just that it's been tough, right? And not everybody want to come out to say, well, this economy is not working. And that's why sometimes I can be a bit vocal. It's out of pain that we can't always say in public that, the economy isn't helping. Our Dubai business is profitable, right? So why can't our Nigerian business be profitable? Our Dubai business is just barely less than 5 years. Our Nigerian business is 17 years. Why can't it be profitable? Even the real estate development business is 10 years already. So why is it not profitable for us? But it's because the economy is constantly changing. Today, the economy is going this way. Tomorrow is going that way. But we're trusting God that things will stabilize next year, which is why we're, again, going to expand with the expansion in terms of housing. So we are going back to housing. People have said, why have we not built houses all these years? If we had built houses all this year, we'll have gone through the same crisis many of our other colleagues are going through. Okay? We'll have gone through it because we will have built houses when inflation kept going so high. So I'll tell you what some of our colleagues who built houses aggressively built houses. I'm not talking of 2-5 houses. We've done that and we're still doing those ones. But I'm talking of mass housing, like 1,000, 2,000. Some of our colleagues who launched 2,000 housing unit 2021 agreed to give people, 2 bedrooms for 30 million and allow people to be paying 2 million every month. Can you believe that? Now, at the end of the day, they needed 70 million to complete those houses. And of course, it became EFCC cases, a man of crisis day and night that these people started having. So we knew that the economy wasn't stable enough to start building houses. Why are we now starting the housing thing from, with the 1,000 apartments? Because dollar is stabilized even into the new year because of the Dangote refinery, because we are no longer importing fuel. The naira will stabilize even further. Okay, so it means that the building materials may not rise too much. Inflation is still high, so there are two things affecting things. There's the instability in dollar, which means that building materials keeps going up, but there's also inflation. So even if the dollar problem is solved, there's also still inflation problem, which simply means what inflation means is that if let's say this phone, right? This phone costs $1,100, right? Now we're building house. Some of these houses will complete it in 3 years or in 4 years. But what this simply means is that currently they put inflation in Nigeria to 27%, even though I will tell you that it's more than 30%. But officially it's 27. So it means that by next year, this phone that is $100 this year will be $127 next year. The question is, who pays the $27 increase? Okay, remember, we've agreed, you and I, that this is how much you are going to pay for the house. But the house will now take time, all this period to build because inspection, all of that, you meet a stage, inspectors have to come, building approval is in phases, all of that. So it will take some time. So who pays that extra bill that comes in? The inflation also means that even labor also gets to increase. Somebody's collecting this amount of salary. That happened to us as well. what we used to pay as salary before 2023, right? After President Tinubu made that pronouncement, it meant we needed to pay our staff more, else they won't even be able to come to work. They have to, because cost of transportation increased, cost of living increased, so you have to increase salary. Even this new year, we need to increase salary again for all our staff. Okay, so all these are costs that keeps piling up on this whole thing. So I keep saying to people, every real estate developer cannot be a thief, right? This one that today they are calling out this company, tomorrow they are calling out that company, next tomorrow they are calling out this company. We all need to know that something is up, something is going on, right? Something is going on that is out of the control of these people. Hence why a lot of these issues are going on. So once again, thank you for doing business with us. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for being part of this vision. Thank you for not giving up on this brand. On behalf of all the hundreds of employees that works in GTEX Nigeria, thank you. Thank you and God bless you. Please, please, we have an end of the year party taking place on the 23rd of this month. We want to get closer, right? We want you to come, right? If you're in town, please show up. Get to know the people, right? If you know us, if you know what's going on, you will even have more respect for the people running the business. You will know that there's so much that goes into the business. So show up, show up. The least you can do is maybe send someone to represent, okay? God bless you. Good job, Mr. Isaac. I think I'm done. Do you need me for anything else? Hello? Are you guys here? Is somebody here? What's going on? Hello? Am I the only one here or something? Hello?
Hi, Sam. Well, listen. Isaac is not here. We're calling to reach out Isaac.
What are you saying? I'm not sure I can hear you. Who is the person talking?
This is Sima. I feel it's the network, sir, with Mr. Isaac.
So his network went off. Okay. Any question, by the way, while we wait for Isaac to join back? Any question? Okay. Is Ola Milesi there so she can wrap up? Why didn't you guys put Ola Milesi up? Hello?
Sir, she was on the meet. She was on the meeting before. I don't know how. I'll reach out to her immediately.
Okay. Any question? What's the current value of Jasper Abuja? Well, we are sold out. So we sold out Jasper Abuja like 2-3 years ago. But we know that that area is now about 30 million or more, depending on who is selling and who is willing to buy. However, we are encouraged that you perfect your document, right? So most people have seen a lot of crisis going on with lands in Abuja. Wike is saying that if you don't pay your ground rent, so typically if you buy a land and you have the C of O, so you all need to go and do your C of O now in your name. Once the C of O is done in your name, you are supposed to be paying Abuja a particular amount every year. It's called the ground rent. So WIKE has currently been revoking properties in Maitama and Sokoro, some of the high area, as long as they don't pay their ground rent. But for properties still in the outskirts, he hasn't revoked, touched some areas yet. But that gives us opportunity to all quickly go do your C of O, perfect your documents so that you are paying your ground rent and you don't lose anything. Typically, the ground rent isn't much for those kind of areas. It's just areas like Mitama, Sokoro, and all these areas that are already prime, that the ground rent is a bit more high. And those people involved are also they kind of have a larger portion of lands as well. So yeah, I think Isaac is back.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Sorry, I had to...
No problem, Mr. Francis. How do I get the C of O? Well, you can contact the management. Jasper is AMAC. Jasper is AMAC. You can contact the management. They can link you up with a few people that can help you out. One of the things we're also trying to do is to work with our lawyers to start a new subsidiary, but not run by GTEx, that can be in charge of helping people perfect their documents. So that when you want to, because when you buy a property, no matter who you buy it from, you still need to change it to your own name, so that it reflects your name, and that way it's not contestable in future. So that's very, very important. So if one bought Jasper Lagos for investment purpose and you don't want to build, which of the Jasper Lagos? If it's Jasper Ibejuleki, for example, you have to build. Nobody buys land so that they won't build. What people do is maybe they want to sell it in future. So if that's the case, then go look for somebody to buy it from you, right? But look for somebody who's ready to build, right? The person has to be ready to build because we need the places developed. Okay. I have another meeting, so I have to go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate your presence. It's a great honor for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Yes, and I believe all our investors and clients and partners across the globe that are on this call, you've heard it all from our chairman. So thank you once again, sir. Thank you, we really appreciate. And also, sorry about the logout. I got a bit of network glitch. So very quickly, we will be wrapping up with the unique offers for today. I'll be sharing my screen right about now. All right, thank you. So you can pull it up. The unique offers for today. By the way, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. I want to see in the chat box, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Just drop a comment in the chat box, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. All right, so from Jasper Group Estates, we are giving you some amazing offers that you cannot afford to miss. I can see a lot of inquiries coming in already, from investors that are interested in taking advantage of some of our investments from these different estates already. We'll be responding to those messages as they are coming in also. Thank you. We are seeing the inquiries. So from Jasper, for Christmas, we'll be giving a 5% discount on some of, in fact, all of our projects, for Christmas. And it's one of the best opportunities you can really take advantage of at this time. So for Jasper is Sherry, the actual price, is 50 million per plot, but currently we are giving it for 47.5 million. And one thing you would love to take note of is the fact that discount is your second income. You know, I learned this from our chairman, you know, that discount is what? Is your second income. So when you see a good discount opportunity, remember that you want to take advantage of it, because that means even while you are buying the land, you have started making profit. You started making instant equity, you know, because you are buying it at a discounted rate. So for Jasper is sharing us, for the sake of those who have gotten housing units and you want to know more about the structure of the lands as well, we have different price offers. We have what we call the outright, the installments, then the mini estates. So the outright means you're going for a plot, or you're going for less than 6 plots. If you're securing 1 plot, 5 plots, then you can secure it at the outright payment price. So when you see mini estates, that means you are securing 6 plots and above. 6 plots and above. So we have a lot of our investors that get 12 plots. You know, in fact, recently one of our investors did, I think, almost 4 acres, you know, or so. So all those ones, anything above 6 plots, you enjoy the mini estate deal. And one thing I've also learned from our chairman is that smart investors buy in bulk. So if you have the capacity to buy in bulk, don't go for 1 plot, don't go for 2 plots, because when you buy in bulk, you get a bulk discount as well. So for the mini estate, is going for, instead of 40 million, currently is going for 38 million for Jasper Isheri. Then we have the phase 2 of Jasper Isheri as well. By the way, you know, it's really good news to share once again that every of our estates will be having phases, you know, for all of our estates will be having them in phases. Currently, we have phase 2 for Jasper Ibejileke. We'll be having phase 2 as well for Isheri Jasper. We'll also be having phase 2, even phase 3, even for Jasper Lugbe, Abuja, and even other estates that will be coming up with in the year 2026 as well. So for phase 2 of Isheri North, currently the outright price, you know, is going for 25 million, installment is going for 30 million, and mini estates is going for 20 million. Then for those who want to secure Jasper Gardenia phase 2, that's Jasper Ibejileke phase 2. This is located in Ibejileke. The outright for 1 plot or less than 6 plots is 45 million, and for the mini estate is 35 million. However, we're giving a discount as well, you know, on that as well, and that means you can get a 5% discount to secure it for just 42.75 million or 33.25 million if you're doing the mini estate deal. And if you also want to go for the installment, you can do an initial deposit of 5 or 10 million, and then you spread the balance for 3 months, so you can secure the installment deal. So for the installments, you can do a down deposit to lock in the offer while it's still available, and then you spread your balance for 3 months. So for Jasper Hillview Estate, the outright for that is 45 million, and the discounted price is 42.75. Then for the mini estate, instead of 40 million, you'll be paying just 38 million. So imagine you secure like 2 acres of this Jasper Hillview Estate, you know, or any of the estates. But let's use this as an example. Imagine you secure like 2 acres. It means you have saved 2 million on every single plot because you are buying the mini estate bulk offer. So 2 million times 12 plots means you have saved 24 million. So this is the way smart investors think, when there are good opportunities like this, more especially in strategic locations, you want to jump on them immediately. So please do well. You drop your number, or you can reach out to the contact that has been dropped in the chat box and let us know. Just put interested in Christmas offer, Jasper Christmas offer, and then put the location you would like to take advantage of. We'll be giving you the offer right away. And we have just limited slots available, for this special Christmas offer. We have few slots available. I think we have just like 5 or so for each of these estates, 5 investors that secure this offer for each of these estates. Once we have that, we are closing the offer. So you want to be among those that can lock in the offer while it's still available. For our housing units, good news as well, we are giving a 5% discount, which means you can secure our 4-bedroom terrace duplex at, instead of paying 170 million, you can secure it at just 161.5 million. This is really, really amazing. And in fact, we should celebrate Jasper Group for this, because it's really a great opportunity that is being given to you. If you want to do the 5-bedroom duplex as well, instead of paying 185 million, you'll be paying just 175.75 million. Therefore, the Abuja projects as well, the off-plan projects in Abuja, housing units, we have the 4-bed as well and 5-bedroom detached duplexes that also come with BQ. So for the 4-bedroom fully detached duplex with BQ, instead of paying 200 million, you can pay just 190 million if you secure it right away. Right away. If you send a message now, you can still lock in this offer while it's available. Then for the 5-bedroom detached duplex with BQ, instead of 250 million, is being given right now for 237.5 million naira. These are all amazing offers, and I can assure you, you don't want to miss out on them. Once again, congratulations. Happy, New Year in advance. Merry Christmas as well. Compliments of the season. If you are with your family members, please do well to let them know that on behalf of Jasper Estate Group, on behalf of the chairman, on behalf of Jasper Estate Group, we are wishing them Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. And by the way, good news are not meant to be shared alone or to be enjoyed alone. Please do well to get these flyers, these offers. Just send it to someone that you really care about, someone you love, someone you want to build transgenerational wealth, someone you want to build a legacy, someone you know that can afford this investment, or has the potential even to invest, but has not been able to secure something as valuable as this yet. Share this with them. Share the good news with them. And I can assure you, in the next 5 years, they will be praying for you. In the next 10 years, when they see the appreciation, when they see what they're enjoying, they will be thankful to you and to God that you shared this amazing opportunity with them. So we will call it a wrap at this time. We thank you so much for joining us. Once again, we would like to let you know our lines are open. We are really, really excited to work with each and every investor. We are excited to help you, to secure more investment opportunities. We are excited to welcome you on board, even to our investors, to our board. We are excited even to welcome you to the year 2026, which holds a lot of amazing things for us. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. IT, please check through the chat box, and let's be sure we have no other thing left out. So okay, I can see a couple of questions. How can one go about the C of O? Very good. Please just do well to drop your reach out to the number. So we have GTEX Legal that's one of the new innovations that we've come up with, is a legal team that can attend to every investor, every client, of Jasper. So it's called GTEX Legal. Now, once you get any of our properties, we can assist you even with the perfection of your title. However, that comes with some cost. The legal team will let you know more about that. So another person says, if one bought Jasper Lagos for investment purposes and you don't want to build. Amazing question. Thank you for this question. In fact, one of the things we also encourage is what is called land banking, where you can buy a land. Imagine the land, Jasper Estate Phase 1. When it started, it was selling for 6.5 million. Now it is selling at 50 million and it's sold out. So that is an example of land banking. We have a lot of other projects like that. One of our estates as well, that started selling at 1.5 million, called Beryl, is presently, as we speak, over 30 million. That is example of land banking, and is one of the strategic ways you can build wealth. So for you that asked this question, please reach out to the number dropped in the chat box. And what I will advise you do is don't go for just one plot, because you are looking at investment purpose. So go for bulk so that you can also get the returns in bulk. Are you getting it? All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I believe there's nothing left untouched. So in the absence of any other thing, we thank you, we love you, we celebrate you, and we wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. God bless you all.